Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back. This is Heidi and Felix's butt. Super producer Felix hasn't made an appearance in a while, but there he is, my favorite chunky cat. He of course is determined to get in the way. There was no denying it. So God only knows if we're going to make it through this at all, but we're going to give it a try. So if you've been here before, welcome back. Like I said, I'm Heidi, otherwise known as the Potty Mouth Stitcher, and welcome. So he's liable to settle down any minute now. There you go. Oh, help me. Anyways, it's been a hot minute. I apologize. It's been busy. I knew it was going to be kind of crazy going into September and October, but it's been fun. And I've got a lot to show you, a lot to go over. I've got piles everywhere on this big old table. If you've been with me before, I'm out in my she shed. I have an Etsy store. Please leave that alone, Felix. And, sorry. So, welcome. I've got all the stuff behind me. I've got, look at that. I got a big girl toolbox. Went to Lowe's, found me some. You know, they want another $100 if it was pink. I'm like, why? Why $100 more if it's pink? I like these colors better anyways, so anyways. So yeah, it's a big old guillotine cutter trying to save my poor hands from all the cutting that I do now. Now that my camera is completely weird. Anyways, we're gonna run with it, kids. I just got back from the Barefoot Needle Art retreat, and that was a lot of fun. And next week I'm heading to another retreat, so I'll tell you all about that. Show you all the good things I've been stitching on. There's quite the pile, and most of my haul actually was just kitting up other stuff that I had anyways. Thank you, Felix. Appreciate that. And so I'll show you the kits that are ready to go here at the end after what's left of my haul, and the cat that is determined to move this camera around. He's about to settle down. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And like I said, a bunch to show you, so let's get started. Life update. We successfully made it through a whole month without a vet bill. Well, that's saying something. Since we have spoken last, we have had another stray, another orange cat that was successfully neutered and rehomed. And he has been, he's named Kyle now, and I get pictures pretty much every other week of how he is now living his best life. So that's wonderful. My neighbor's cat, Rico, has figured out how to get in and out of the house. And so just twice now while getting things ready for this video, I've seen him rolling out of the house. I think he just knows where the cat food is, so as long as he's not disrupting the others, I guess we're gonna have fun with it. It's all good, because the cat distribution system is clearly, there's a portal somewhere here in the holler, but what are you gonna do? So that's pretty much it. I've been getting ready I was at Needlework Galleria in Missouri a few weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. And like I said, since I saw you in July or whenever that was, through now it's been, or August? Gosh, I don't remember how long it's been. I'm sorry. That's all I've been doing is making stuff, getting ready for Galleria, and then at Barefoot I was a vendor there as well. So both events were really good, a lot of fun, met a lot of really awesome people. Got to spend a week with one of my best friends that I never get to see anymore because she helped me at Galleria. That was wonderful. Got to visit with my sister and her family a little bit because they were kind of the halfway stop to Galleria. So it's been a whirlwind, but I knew it was going to be, but we're back. So like I said, Barefoot Needle Art was last weekend. They have their spring retreat February 7, 8, and 9, no, 6, 7, and 8 next year. And I believe, what is today, the 11th? I believe sign up opens up today. So if you want to go, you absolutely should. I'm going to be there again. You get to see me. I mean, why not go, right? Right there, just go. let alone you're right on the ocean, and Amy and Memory are two of the best humans on the planet. They always put on a good time. It's super laid back. Everybody just hangs out, stitches, and does what you want. I mean, it's really one of the best retreats around, so go check it out if you get a chance, or if you're anywhere near, or if you wanted to get to Myrtle Beach. Highly recommend. 5 stars, 10 out of 10. So there's that. What happened there? Some of the usual, I mean, that's just what makes it so much fun. You see kind of the same people over and over again, so it's like coming home and you pick right up where you left off. Had some of the best table mates ever. We've kind of expanded to 2 tables or 1.5 tables or whatever. It was Kim and Megan and Nikki and Hildegard and Chris and Sarah and Rachel were like our main little group, and it was, again, just love these ladies. A bunch of other Flosstubers were there. Why do I always blank out on names? Stacy, 911 Stitcher, made by Michelle McGraw. Michelle was there. Beth, Red Cross Stitcher. Amy Loves Toads. Susan from Criminally Creative. Sarah, Millennial Stitchers, Millennial Fabrics was there. She was a vendor too. Just a bunch. And they're all so sweet and nice to talk to. Nice to catch up with them. Met Susan, pretty certain it was Susan, because I'm horrible with names. She's the designer of Sweet Wing Studio. She had a trunk show there, super nice. We discussed possibly doing some sort of collaboration in the future with one of her designs and some of my floss drops, so stay tuned for maybe something there in the next year or so. Who else? I don't know, just all kinds of wonderful people. Some of the same regular customers that come by, they just it make me happy every time I see them. Mama, Shelly, Katie, I mean, there's so many. They're wonderful. We had a great time. What else? Gosh, they always have a smalls exchange. I didn't do it the last time, but I did get something done this time. Did I take a picture of it? No. But it was my first real attempt at finishing something that wasn't just like a paper ornament. So I just did a flat finish, but I did like beads around it that I thought was going to be super simple. I mean, it wasn't hard. They were just beaded. I wasn't stitching them into it, but then I just took the beaded thing around it and stitched that in with like a clear floss. So that wasn't too terrible, but there was plenty of cussing and took 10 times longer than I thought it was going to take, but doesn't everything when you finish? It really does. And bless the lady that got it. She thought it was cute. So there's a special place in heaven for her. But I got this super adorable, look, here's the little box it was in. I mean, I saw beachy and I thought, I'm at the beach. I'm absolutely going to check this one out. Got a cute little note from Miss Meredith. Short, sweet, to the point. She made this adorable little pin cushion. Look at this little thing. Oh, here's the little house. Look at that. Is that not adorable? She said, oh, the instructions were super easy. Like, I don't believe you. Not one stinking bit. These cute little pins in it. Adorable, Meredith. Adorable. So, look at that. Little fringe. So cute. I love it. And now that I've shown it, I can put it up in my stitchy spot. And hopefully my little cat critters won't. I got one good spot they really can't get to, and I believe that's where she's going. So thank you, Meredith. That was gorgeous. Knocked it out of the park. I don't want to lose that. Okay. Had all kinds of awesome, like I said, I had the best table mates ever, and you know, people with the table gifts, God bless you. Seriously, God bless you. All kinds of cool stuff. Miss Megan, she makes little project rolls. Just adorable. You know, did a great job. We kept telling her, like, you need to make some of these and sell them for the rest of us that don't sew like this. And then she had a cute little pin. Goes with it. Cute. Love it. Because man, do I need one of these. You know, you get everything all ironed out and then boom. How do you store it till you get something done with it? Now I've got something. She, of course, is good enough that she brings hers and all her works in progress, she just puts right in there. I'm like, you're awesome. Way more organized than me. Miss Rachel gave us cute little travel goodies. And, oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, I think this was from Chris. Cute little bag full of scissors sharpener and all kinds of cute little needle minders. That cute little frog. And scissors and tape measures and stuff to finish with. And I think that was Kim, another needle minder, and pins and floss and highlight tape and another cute little magnet. And more finishing stuff. And another cool needle minder set upside down. I don't know, but it's super cute. And notebooks. And a freebie little, I mean, that's a good idea. Freebie patterns, print them off and give them away. Share with others that may not have, I may have seen it, but not taken the time to actually, you know, print it out and all that happiness. Which is like 1,000 things I have on any phone or computer. There's just a folder with PDFs I've yet to do anything with. I met Susan again more than one time, but she gave me some floss drops she had made with her logo on it. That's her criminally creative logo, which is super cute. And I'll get some of these out of the way because, like I said, I've got piles upon piles. I think that's pretty much it for table gifts and other goodies. I'm sure there's others that I probably forgot to unpack, but that was the lion's share of it. Again, couldn't be more thankful. Always have some cool stuff. Super fun. Kim had some friends drop off some freebie stuff. I went through that, and there's a little bit of everything. So just some patterns you may or may not see me tackle in the future. Look at the little farm folk. That was super cute. 2 of, I think, 4 or 5. Look at that. There's several sections. You know, I can't resist any jardin privé. And little sheep. So there's 2 sections of that one. Oh, those sheep are stinking cute. Megan was working on this one, and it was gorgeous. An American sampler. I've never seen that one before. Who's it by? 9CW Designs. But I'm a sucker for a house and a cute border. Looked very Williamsburg-y. Is that a word? And then Summer by the Sea by Just Nan. Trying not to get the glare on that. I thought that was super cute. Simple little border. Not simple, but whatever, you know, I'm a sucker for them. So, thank you, Freebie Table. Always fun. Is there anything else about the retreat? I'm looking at my notes because, again, if I don't write it down, I can't be held responsible for it. That was pretty much it. Again, thank you, ladies. Wonderful time. Hope to see y'all again in February. Or a vast majority, I mean. Again, I was a vendor there with my sister. And my sister couldn't make it because my niece got married. And I know people are like, then why the heck weren't you there? I get it. Well, there was a snafu with the timing. The wedding date got moved after we'd already signed up, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, please just go and sell your goodies. And it was kind of a small little wedding. Saw the pictures, wish I could insert them. They were gorgeous. But I'll see her soon and we'll make up for it. So congratulations, Jill. And Holly's goodies, I'm going to send back Monday, what's left of them. Most of them were sold, bless you all. As you know, or may not know, my sister has an Etsy store too. It's called Flat Tire Farm Market. Flat Tire Farm Market. You can find her on Instagram and Etsy. She does project bags and badge buddies and retreat bags and totes. Do I have my retreat bag out here? Of course I don't, because I'm a horrible sister and I forgot, but I will show you this only tote that didn't sell. Super cute. But it's a good size. You can put about 4 or 5 projects in there. These sell for $75. She does special orders. I could tell you of the couple tables sitting there. 1, 2, 3, there was 4 of her retreat bags sitting there, or 3 retreat bags and a couple totes. So she will work with you with whatever colors you may want. There was a patriotic bag that sold like in the first 2 minutes, and it was just like this, but beautiful reds and blues. Gorgeous bag. I know it's patriotic season all through next year, kids. So if you're interested, send Holly a message either through Instagram or Etsy. She will definitely work with you. So that's the bag. These are the 3 badge buddies. She had buku requests for these little guys. So they got the nice little zipper, and in the back you could put your whatever, your phone, a passport, however, because some people are like, oh, that'd be great on a cruise and whatnot. I'm like, you're probably right. So she's working on different colors combinations right now because many people were asking for different, either more floral, more pastel, something that was more Halloween. I heard a little bit of everything. One gentleman there, he just wanted red or something with skulls on it, so she was digging into her stash looking for that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in a badge buddy, these were $25. Again, send her a message. I'm going to show you her bags real quick. Again, what's left of them. She has 2 sizes. Kind of a smaller one. Your average, I think that's 12 or 13 by 13-ish. Cute little Christmas chickens. Front and back. Super cute. And a couple of these, I'm surprised all her big ones of these sold with the cute doggies on it. Again, the smaller ones were 20, the bigger ones 25. You can't beat the price, kids. Just saying. And this is sparkly. Can you see the sparkles in it? I mean, sparkly dogs for Christmas. Got some pretty fall sunflowers. More fall sunflowers. Ta-da! Cute little Valentine's one. Or just hearts in general. What's not to love? More chickens. Aren't they cute? Fall chickens. She's got a couple of those. And I don't know how this one didn't sell. She had a bunch of others with this cardinal fabric. This was the only one that didn't sell. Right, yep. They're cute. I love the cardinals. So again, if you're interested in any of those, I'll be shipping them back to her. Probably a little too late today to get it out, so they'll go out Monday. She'll have them probably by Wednesday and up in the shop by the end of next week at the latest. So, or you can just send her a message and say, hey, I saw on the video, save that one for me, and she'll be glad to do that. So help a sister out. Sorry, UPS man distracted me. It doesn't take much, kids. Doesn't take much anymore. All right. So there's some of that fun stuff. Let's show you all the cool stuff I've been working on. My God, it's been 2 months. I have quite the little stack over here. It's about as high as I am. So let's see if I can start pulling it apart without having to pick it up off the ground. So this is one I was working on at the retreat. I didn't get very much into it, but there's some progress. This is Every Opening Flower. Yes, Every Opening Flower. Brenda Gervais. You know, I'll stitch anything Brenda does. This is done on white clay by Fox and Rabbit on 32 count. Oh wait, I went down a little bit further. Here we go. So I basically just went down a little further and got a couple D's in there. Look at that. And some cute little motif that was super easy. I think that was the first day. You know, when we first opened up, we had a little bit less time to set up. Megan was there to help me set up. God bless you, Megan, because I couldn't have done it without you. And we were still hanging goodies up when people started rolling in the door. So, husband's home. And it was crazy. It was crazy. So I barely sat down to stitch it all Saturday, or Friday. Thank you all for that. So that's why I got 2 little D's and a motif in a little bit. That was it. But so the next day I moved on to something else. Let me wrap this up quick. This is in my Tiger Lily Christmas bag from last year. So the rest of the retreat, did you see that handsome man? All mine, ladies. The rest of the retreat, I worked on this, Katerine's Garden by Hands Across the Sea. I bought this from Hobby House. I did the whole kit. So I'm using 100 threes on a 20 count Ada. And that's what I've got so far. I started this at StitchCon. There. Tried to do better with the lighting this time, kids. Started this at StitchCon, so I got a lot, oh gosh, probably 10 more flowers in there, and started this little guy. What a fun stitch. This is my first time working on 103s. 103s, whatever you want to call them. I like them. They're kind of fun. Super cool. I don't have any good way of displaying them just yet. Oh, look out. Look out. Here he comes. Buddy's back. Look at his cute little face. Hi, buddy. How are you? Huh? You gonna help Mama out? Look at all these pretty colors. All those pretty colors. So they're fun to play with. Something different. Like I said, 20 count Ada. I think it was Fiber on a Whim. I lied. Cappuccino. Well, is that Fiber on a Whim? It is. Hey, I guessed right. I'd rather be lucky than good. There's that. Thanks for your help, buddy. Next up, I started this February's retreat. It was a stitch along with a handful of delightful ladies there. This is the Day by Plum Street. I didn't get much of a start on it then, using all the pretty called for DMCs. But I've been working on it. And this is what I was working on at Galleria, because it's basically just some fill-in. I was working on that roof. So I've since finished the top border and working on the house with all those beautiful bricks. I just love them. So pretty. So because the retreat I'm going to next week in Williamsburg is all things autumn, it's an Annabella's retreat. Hoping he doesn't take out the camera. Thank you, buddy. And we're gonna meet Paulette Stewart. So when I was at Galleria, I got to meet Karen Kluba of Rosewood Manor. I had maybe like a level 3 fangirl moment. So for Paulette, it's probably gonna be way over level 5, maybe 8. Could be a solid 10. I don't know. But I know we get to have dinner with her Thursday night, and all I'm taking with me is all my Plum Street, because it seems only fitting, right? So this one's definitely going with me. You're going to see a couple others, because that's what I've been working on. All too much. You know, y'all got lucky last time. I filmed it when all the kitties were sleeping. This time, they're all rolling through. So, you get to meet them all again and see why I love them. Okay, next up, Bluebirds and Bluebells by Patchwork. Yeah, Pansy Patch Quilts, sorry. Had this one in my stash forever, finally got it started this year. Started this one at StitchCon too. It's all pretty called fors. And what is this one stitched on here? Winter Moon. Fox and Rabbit, 36 count. And this is what I've got done so far. I didn't get very much done on it. I got maybe 2 strands done on it, but that's all right. Any progress is progress, right? Absolutely. We will take it. Love the colors on that one. I love that the one color doesn't look purple until you put it up against something else, and then you're like, yeah, that's purple. And y'all know purple's one of my favorites, so what's not to love? I was working on this one, I think, right after the last video, so it's been a while. This is Halloween at Hawk Run Hallow. It's one of the perpetual Hawk Run projects, but they're beautiful. And I've been working on this little guy. Got a lot of filling in, most of the words, some of that tree. What is this on? This is 36 count Legacy by Picture This Plus. I love the mottled look. Very cool. I think Legacy is a good word for it because it's going to be a long time till that one ever gets done. Using all the pretty called for DMC. I don't even think that's all of it. It's just what I've had to open up so far. I think there's the rest of it that I have yet to put on floss drops because I haven't used it in that block yet. Right, buddy? Buddy butt. Buddy rump. Here's the next Plum Street. This is Gathering Honey. Y'all, this one's almost done. Maybe I'll ring the bell. Who knows? We'll see if I get lucky. This one I got held up a couple times because I didn't realize I just didn't have nearly enough floss. Because this, I believe, is a 32 count. Yeah. It's Fabric Flare Berkshire Hive, 32 count. Look at her. She is almost done. So I thought that would be easy to do at the retreat. A little bit of fill in and a couple of letters. That's pretty much all that's left. I love it. If you can see the fabric, it's got the nice honeycomb on it. Super cool. And then we'll see how many years it takes me to actually put it in frame. You know, you're just here for... I'm here to make you feel better about whatever projects are hiding under your bed that have been finished for years, right? We can all relate. We've all done it. We've all got them. So, and to show you that someone said, isn't that, they're like, oh, you cross stitch? I'm like, yeah, don't you? You're like, well, isn't that boring? Oh, I'm here to show you that boring can be pretty and boring can be cool again. Because look at me, I'm a cool chick. Just ask me. Anywho, next up, Let Freedom Ring. I saw one other person there working on this. She had like the whole top done. She was rocking it out. I'm like, look at you. You're my inspiration. I love this piece. See, I started it, what, maybe 2 years ago. Very apropos now that we're running into the patriotic year of 2026 coming up. So this is going to be one of my patriotic pieces. This is all the pretty called for. I think it's DMC. Yep. DMC. I'm doing this as another Fabric Flair script. I never remember the name of it. I always know it's Fabric Flair because they always have the really pretty, you know, cool printed stuff, you know. Beautiful fabric. And here we go. So I got the bell done. I started the Let Freedom Ring motif and got the top of the spire done. Working on the easy part of that ginormous building. You know. Kind of looking forward to it though, I'm not gonna lie. Sucker for a house. Every time, but we're making progress. And it's super easy to stitch on. Both these Fabric Flairs, the fabric has been, because this is even a 40 count and it's easy to stitch on. Because that's kind of where I'm at in my life right now. I just want the stitching to be easy. So the sweet spot's kind of turned into 32 count linen or 20 count Aida. And I love it. So, oh, look at that. Flosstube itchy nose. Wondered, I made it halfway through a stack. Anyways, so if you were with me on the last one, you heard my ode to Poe. I don't have it in front of me to reread it for you, and I wouldn't want you to suffer through my incredibly bad poetry. So, here is Nevermore, or Edgar Allan Poe by Tiny Modernist, which is so stinking cute. But it's such a teetotal pain in the ass to stitch. I'm just being honest, kids. I love this fabric. It's the called for, but again, it's Fabric Flair. Imagine that. I think it's Stormy or something like that. I don't want to tell you wrong. Stormy Gray by Fabric Flair. 40 count. Here's where I am. And I think what's going to happen here, because I love it so much, is the little ravens might go in, but I don't think that Nevermore banner is going to get there because just stitching on this dark fabric kills me. And I'm about over it. I did appreciate all the comments in the last video about how, you know, all the hints and tips and whatever, which is great. Or especially appreciated the lady that said, take it to the retreat and pass it around, and everybody put a couple stitches in. I'm like, oh, because nothing says love like, here's the one I hate the most, please stitch it for me. I mean, I'm not, you know, a good idea. But I just, I don't know. I don't think I want to put that curse on others. So, great, wonderful little thing. Love the design. It's going to be cute as could be someday. I can see a creepy old frame and whatnot as a finish, but it's not my favorite. Again, I'm getting, my eyes just don't like it. Don't like it. Not fun. I've switched to sulky on that for the white and the black. That has made it better with the coverage a little bit by far, but still just trying to stitch on that black or dark gray. 1 out of 10. Half a star. Hate it. Hate it. All right, next up, something I love. But this one's spring. That's the season I'm on. This is Jeanette Douglas, Seasons by the Sea. I'm sure you all have seen, and if you haven't, go check it out. She has Seasons in the Garden, or by the Garden, in the Garden, something like that. That started now. I know she has at least 1, if not 2 of the seasons out. Very similar with the Bargello in the middle type thing. But I mean, it's stunning. It's beautiful. Highly recommend. Just buy the floss packs, kids. Every time I see this or show this, I just buy the floss packs. because it's easier. And here we go. So I got the newest spring colored border done. There we go, trying to give you a decent close-up of the colors, as opposed to that one, which was autumn. Got some of the middle done, Bargello, most of it done. I think it's actually working out right. I've torn that thing out more than once. I believe Autumn gave me a run for my money. But I fought it and I won, kids. So we're getting there. There's a possibility this one might be done by 2028. As soon as I think next year, I'm like, I don't know. They do go pretty quick because it's a fun stitch. This fabric is easy to stitch on, even though I believe it is 40 count. Let me double check. I could be full of crap. I am. It's 36 maritime, but I do love it. Do love it. Every time I pull it out, it's a little daunting, but it's real quick to pick up on. And again, when you get the packs, I mean, that's what they look like, the tiny little thread packs. And it's similar to like the Mill Hill kits, because you got to separate all of that, and it comes in 2 big groups. It's a little tricky, but like pick out 1 or 2, just like one of the Krynics or whatever, and you can pretty much figure it out from there. With all of these, there is she uses some of the same in each one, so if nothing else, once you figured out the first one, you can go back to your like whatever, like the coastal seaweed or whatever that she uses in some of these, and you're like, okay, yep, it's that one, you know. So there's some repeats in each one, so you'll have leftovers, because clearly this is three seasons worth. So anywho, highly recommend, and check out her garden one too, because it's beautiful. I saw the model at StitchCon and I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted it, but I refrained because I'm still working on this one. So I'm trying to be good. You were all there. I attempted to be good. Or made it through that one at least. All right, last but not least of the whips, sorry, is another Plum Street. This is Blackberry House. And it is really, really taking shape. What is this one on? It's a 32 count. Yep. Mystery fabric, but it's a 32 count. With all the pretty called fors. And look at her. Gotta back it up to get most of that in there. Sorry. Again, I must have stirred up all the cat hair. Okay. So you can see I got the white across the top, so that is how white it's going to be. I'm trying to block the light through it a little bit. The colors are so pretty. That vase and at the top is aged pewter, and that star, whatnot. If you can get a decent look on it, so pretty. Just love it. I mean, it's Plum Street. What's not to love? I don't think I'll be ringing the bell on that one, but it's definitely going to the retreat with me. That's what I was working on last night. I'll probably just keep working on that until I pack it up to go. So again, what was that? 1, 2, 3. So that was 10 different whips that I've played with for the past couple months. That's pretty standard. And I've actually probably spent a lot more time on it. I didn't just do my standard 1,000 stitches and move on. I was enjoying trying to get gathering honey done and fighting, oh crap, I ran out of thread, you know. It's always that. So it's just getting there. We're getting there. I probably could have had a few more and should have had a few more, but like I said, you know, why stick to a routine when you can mix it up and just enjoy your stitching and go from there. So haul is pretty much next. Like I said, most of it was just a bunch of floss to kit up some projects that who knows when the heck I'm going to start them. But maybe I'll start one at the retreat next week, because there is a Plum Street in here, so I could stick with the theme. We'll see. And anything else? I don't know. Sorry, I'm all over the place today, kids. Let's stick with the fun stuff. I bought some fabric. Again, I'm on a 20 count Ada kick. This is some opal. If you can see the opalescent, yeah, you pretty much can. I'm a sucker for sparkles, beads, purple, and 20 count. So that checked a lot of the boxes right there. They also had some 20 count sand dollar. This is Barefoot's fabric. Super pretty. I'm trying to get, that's pretty decent representation of it there. Real light model. And it might actually work. I'll show you. This is the Plum Street I was going to start. American Welcome. What do you think? I think that might work. There's most of the floss. I think there's just a couple that are missing. So much for trying to show you a floss toss. There's all kinds of stuff. So that might go right there. Two birds, one stone. This was Sarah's pretty fabric, Millennial Fabrics again. If you've never tried any of her stuff yet, go check her out. millennialfabrics.com. She has all kinds of monthly clubs for fabric, for floss. She has all kinds of other goodies. I mean, she has an online store. She does lives on Facebook. One of the sweetest humans you'll ever meet. Go check her out. This is Wonderlust. It's a 28 count even weave. Super pretty gray. Almost putting all the glasses on. Hang on. There's like a purple undertone to it. You know, I'm a sucker for that. And when I was at Galleria, I'd seen this model hanging in one of the stores, but they didn't have the pattern, or I didn't see it, whatever. So I went over to Sarah. I was like, hey girl, can you order me this pattern? I'd seen it before on braid tables. It's just stunning. It's the Lord's Prayer by Lila Studio. So simple in its design, but when it's done, it's just gorgeous. So I'll be kitting her up soon. Beautiful. I actually won a raffle. Not really a raffle, but I think they did a spin. They had some freebies that people donated at the retreat, and this was donated by Stacy, 911 Stitcher. If you watch her, you've been seeing that she's been making some project bags and loving it. So I won one. Yay! So I thought it was appropriate that I got the Crocette a Go-Go Halloween sampler, kitted up for the most part. That it would go in the cute little pumpkin bag. Thank you, Stacy. And I'm gonna put this on. Oh, this was the Atomic Ranch 20 count Ada that I got at StitchCon. That I was like, in my video when I showed y'all this, I'm like, it's LE123123. Had no idea what the hell that meant. I kind of said that maybe it was Elon Musk's new kid's name, because I'm like, what the hell does that mean? I have no idea. Anyways, a wonderful viewer told me that it's limited edition. Well, that makes perfect sense. Duh. Anyway, so I believe I'm going to use this for that. I love Crocette a Go-Go. She has some cutest darn designs. Hello, kitties. Stand by for more kitty shenanigans. Really Are you serious? It's Buddy. He's quite the talker. Another stunning bag I got at StitchCon from my buddy Ann. And next year, we're going to go to the Chatelaine retreat. So if anyone's going to the Chatelaine retreat, let me know. If anybody's going to the All Things Autumn retreat next week, let me know. I'll meet you there. I don't know anybody there. I did know someone, but she had surgery recently, so she can't go, so she's not going. So I need new friends, folks. Let me know if you need a table mate. I'll look all sad. I need someone to stitch with. Otherwise, I'm crashing somebody's table. It's all good. This was part of my Rosewood Manor stash when I saw Katerine. Like I said, I'm certain my fangirl moment would have been a little bit more dramatic if her little room hadn't been butthole to belly button with people. So I restrained myself like a good girl. Told her how much I loved her stuff, except for inspiration. It's the vein of my existence. And she just smiled gratefully because she probably didn't understand what I said, but that's okay. I did at least say it to her face. Anyways, I've never seen this one before. Camberly, I don't know how you say that exactly, sampler. What year was this, Karen? 2022. Gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Just loaded up on most of the supplies for it. And got some sugar cream pie. 20 count Ada. Bee stitch me. I think that's going to look delightful on that. I mean, again, awesome border. Cute little house. I mean, not just one border, let's be honest. There's like 8 borders. I love it. And then cute birds. I might start this one soon. Love it. If you watched my WIC parade, you know that I am doing a stitch along with Jan Stiff. Jan Stiff Stitches, check her out. She's delightful. Again, one of the best humans on the planet. And we're doing the Autumn Quakers by Rosewood Manor, where it's the Valdani thread. Well, of course, she conveniently had all of that there. One-stop shop for everything Karen. And she had the fabric for this one. How have I not ever seen this one? Well, probably because it was 2013. I guess so. But, I mean, she had her whole thing there. Of course she does. Gorgeous. This is the beautiful fabric. It's truffle. Picture this plus. It's a 28 count linen. I don't know. You're going to see that without the glare. There we go. Beautiful pink. Gorgeous color thread, the Valdanis. I love stitching with the Valdanis. So, anyone want to do summer Quakers? Let me know. We can knock it out. It's just gorgeous. Love it, love it, love it. Bless you, Karen. So, gosh, a year or so ago, a while ago, I bought her Peace Tree, right? And Believe pattern. So I've had this in my stash. Saw the model for it there. Because again, the picture does zero justice to this. She of course had the delightful floss pack for it because it's using Presencia floss, a Spanish floss. It has an accent. It's delightful. I went to Spain. Gorgeous country. Highly recommend. And she had the fabric for it. Crystal Feldspar. Picture this plus 32 count. Because what's not to love? It sparkles. It's got the gorgeous sparkle. Oh, I love it. So it is going to be beautiful. That's probably going to get started sometime around Christmas. So, oh, of course, had the beads too. There we go. Could that be the thumbnail they give me? Probably not. I always get, any of you, whoever does videos for YouTube, they'll give you like three thumbnails to choose from for whatever people see when they're scrolling through YouTube. Mine always look completely ridiculous. So, Buddy made it once. Maybe he'll make it again. Appreciate the butt shot, Cat. Thank you. Yes, you. Everyone loves you. But wait, there's one more Rosewood. You want to show them, Buddy? Serendipity. Look at that. Stunning. That model was gorgeous. And doing this on, there's the cold floor. Let me see, I forget the name of it. Stone Cold, 20 count, Atomic Ranch. Pretty, not too badly washed out. Very light gray. And the colors are just, I mean, I'm a sucker for blues, greens, purples. Aren't they pretty? So, stand by for that start, kids. Love it. Again, I don't think I'd ever seen that one before either. What year was that? 2025. Where the hell have I been? I don't know. Missed it completely. 2 more kids, hang in there. We're almost there. This is The Light of Winter, Brenda Gervais. Isn't that cute? I mean, again, that border, the awesome little house. I'm gonna do it on Not Another Sampler by Be Stitch Me. Little 20 count Ada. Again, it's my newest obsession. Come join me. The water's fine. I got most of the called for fabric or whatever that is. Floss, there's your word. There we go. Let's say that can't be all of it. There's a good chunk of it. Buddy. He just crawled in a little bag. Of course, I can't be too surprised. I had to hide the water. I have a little cup of water that when I'm gluing all my floss drops, put the brush in there so I can clean it out. And virtually every time he rolls up in here, he hops up to exactly where he knows where it is, and he'll start drinking the water. So, this is why I have basically school grade glue, because I have a cat that drinks glue water. But he's special. And adorable. Anyways, God bless him. No harm has come to the cat, I promise you. It's not toxic. All right, next up, and the last one, we made it. Harvest Moon by Annie Bees. I fell in love with this one. How adorable is that? Little cat in the pumpkin. Cute border. Awesome flag. I mean, so kitted her up. Think fabric's still in the house. I think I'm using some Prim stuff that I have. A little bit darker than that, but we'll see what it looks like when I do a floss toss. So stay tuned for this one. Maybe this one will get started here soon since it's a fall. But I also have that autumn. Is it Autumn Welcome? What's that other one? The Plum Street, the big giant barn with all the pumpkins in it. I've had that one for a while too. Do you think I should start that one next week? I think most of it's kitted up. If not, I'll just have to go to Liberty Hill, because let me tell you how psyched I am to stop at Liberty Hill, y'all. I mean, I'm taking my stepdaughter to her aunt's farm in Chesterfield, and I mean, I think I'll slow down the car enough to kick her out, and then I'm just gonna be like rooster tailing back down the driveway to get to Liberty Hill. Like, love you, have fun, I'll pick you up on Sunday. Liberty Hill. And they're probably gonna have to drag me out of there. But then again, then it'll be time for dinner with Paulette. So, you know, it's gonna be a wonderful week, y'all. stay tuned. Maybe I'll actually get a video a couple weeks after the retreat, and you won't have to wait till, you know, Christmas to hear how big of a fool I made of myself with Paulette. Anyways, so go get you something new. Start a new one, kids. You deserve it. You should do it. Everybody's doing it, so why not you? We're doing this in just under an hour, so I hope you've had a delightful time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you fairly soon. Promise it won't be 2 months next time. Wait, is there anything else I need to tell you? I don't know. There's Felix's back. Williamsburg, blah, blah, blah. Go check out Holly's goodies. I don't really know. Etsy store. It's finally updated with, I guess I could tell you that. I'm sorry. Floss drops are all back. My stock, what I have currently is there. Thread conditioner has been updated. That's what I'm working on today, is getting pictures, hello Felix, of the books, the thread books. That's what these are, little thread books, and thank you, Felix. Oh, I appreciate your help. Hey, there's the clock. ADD, welcome to it. So 100 years ago, actually more than that, I think the label on there is like 1910, something or older. Anyways, this hung up in the house forever. It stopped working. Holly helped me, I don't know, 20 years ago. And Dad packaged it up and put it in the attic and said, it can't be fixed. So when we cleaned out the house, I said, I'm taking that clock. And I found a gentleman here in Roanoke, and he fixed it. As you can see, it doesn't have any chimes or bells. And unfortunately, because of the mini split in here, you probably can't hear it. But it's just the best little tick-tock ever. So I'm glad we could bring it back. Finally got it hung up. It's been laying here behind me forever. When I needed room for the toolbox, she finally got hung up. So it's one more reason this is just one of my favorite places in our little home, because I get to hear that again. So anyways, there's my clock. It's back. It's a 3-day clock. You got to wind it up, that type of thing. I remember hiding Easter eggs in it all the time, all kinds of stuff. But on the very bottom, when you open that bottom door, there is a little label, what's left of it, and there's a label on the back too. I believe that they bought it at a jeweler's store somewhere in Toledo. It had the address still on it, but it's about all I can tell you about it. I just love it. Anywho, thank you, Felix, for moving the camera so people could see that. Anywho, back to the Etsy store. I'm getting the books in there. There's a bunch of different, I got a ton of them, and it takes forever to get these pictures in there. So there's a bunch of cool, these are the big size. This is the small size to compare. There's all kinds. This is like one of my all-time favorite. You can see it's a foil with a pretty velvet. Again, it's hard to show and take pictures of it because I've packaged them, because in them you get a little piece of vellum and a set of stickers for the labels to use them. And instead of putting your threads back on your floss drops, I just put the little label down, wind it around a couple fingers, stick it on there, and then I put this whole book into my project bags. It is such a time saver. They really are my newest obsession. If you were there at any retreat, or if you see me at Galleria, I said that about 100,000 times, but I'm not even lying. I love these darn things. And I've got 1,000 of them. Okay, maybe not 1,000. Probably about 50 of them that are different. Halloween, more Christmassy, as you can see, or fall. Just cute stuff. A bunch of small ones. I was asked about patriotic. I do have some patriotic paper that I'm about to make. So again, look for these. I'll have them all put in there in the next week or so. I do have one decent patriotic paper that I found. Let me see if I can reach it. So that's what I'll be making those out of. I'm currently looking for more for next year's patriotic stuff. Amy and Memory, again, because they are two of the best humans on the planet. They offered to take my floss drops and thread conditioner to market next year, which is amazing. So I'm working on how best to I don't know, put that together. Probably going to try to sell packs, like all the patriotic ones, so that when the stores come in, they can just grab a pack of either patriotic or cats and dogs that are floral or Christmas and that type of thing. So you just kind of grab and go. Maybe some Sneedle minders. I don't really know. They were pretty much just wanting to do the thread conditioner and the floss drops, and I'm eternally grateful to get that out there and looking forward to figuring out how to do it and go from there. So I guess that's all the Etsy update. If you're looking for books, you're looking for Sneedle minders, I got a bunch of them. Stay tuned. Pictures will be coming up on Etsy soon. I'm actually considering redoing Etsy to a degree. Right now, I make things and then I update my actual inventory when I have them in stock, so that when orders come in, I can just pick the order and send them out fairly quickly, which is fine. But then I feel bad because I have so many designs now. Like, it's pushing 200 kids. There's no way I can keep up with all of that. So I might change the... Give me your feedback. What do you think? I would rather have them all there so you can see them anytime you want and say, oh, wow, I really want the patriotic, because they sell so quickly. Even before our big birthday next year, they would always go quick. So do I just list them and say, hey, there's 100 in stock? Because I have them printed, I just don't have them glued and cut and punched. So do I list them so that you guys can order them and then I go ahead and glue them? I know what I need to glue and get together and whatever. So that's going to increase the delay, meaning they're not going to be shipped the next day. It's probably going to be a 3 or 4 day delay, because it depends on if I'm working or not. If I get that order, I'll glue it that day. I'll cut them the next day. They can be sent. If I'm working my 3-4 days in a row, okay, they're not going to get glued for a couple days, you know, or I can glue them at night when I get home, cut, you know, pull them out the next day and cut them, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, there's some lag time. So that's what I'm struggling with. I want people to be able to see what they have, order exactly what they want. Because other times people have said, hey, you only have one of these. Do you have another one? I've got a bigger project. And I'm like, well, yeah, you know, just the paper might be slightly different colored, meaning on the back, the colored cardstock that I glue them to might be slightly different. Whatever. It's usually, it's a coordinating color anyways. And, but I can get it to them, you know. So that's what I kick around in my head. Welcome to my weird world. Woo woo woo. And let me know what you think. So meanwhile, I'll just upload the 100,000 pictures I've taken of these and get them in Etsy soon. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Again, I wish you all the best. Go ahead and buy that new project, start that new project, whatever you want. And you deserve it. You're wonderful. You're amazing. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon.